So that one, okay. Okay, brothers and sisters, I'm not sure how long it's been going on like that, so. So whatever I missed out, I just bring it up. My redux. Not sure how long my voice been going out. Okay, when you see the abomination of desolation, right? Spoken of Daniel standing in a holy place. Where's the holy place? The holy place where it says it was Jerusalem, right? So it's the same thing. Jerusalem, right? Desolation, right? So it's the same thing. The abomination was spoken to stand holy place, holy. So the abomination is standing in Jerusalem. See? It tells you to flee again. The same one in Judea. Let's go back to this. Okay? So it's the same thing. Flee to the mountains. So you can't get mixed up here. See? Housetop says the same thing. But woe to us pregnant saying the same thing. Woe to us pregnant. See? So we know it's about the same thing. Woe to us pregnant. Right? So we know it's talking about Jerusalem. And then it says holy place is Jerusalem. Okay? Let me stop this here for a second. Oh. You see? Abomination desolation. So I know it's Jerusalem. Space will take place in Jerusalem. Right? And the abomination is standing there in Jerusalem. Who's controlling Jerusalem? That's who the abomination is. And it said, woe to those who were pregnant, those who were nursing babies, and flee. It would not and pray. We flee not been the winter or the Sabbath. The winter or the Sabbath. For there be great tribulation is not since the beginning. Right? So let me get back to this again. It'll be in September. It'll be in the winter. This summer to here, this period. Which is great. Don't pay it during that period of time. So it has to be in this period if your prayers are answered during this time or during this time. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Somebody tell me they can't hear me or something. Why do I say that? Okay. You see? So keep that in mind. So August, we're in August right now. And October 2023 was when it started, right? There's two phases, right? The abomination of desolations, right? They're talking about abomination. Okay, they're talking about different ways, right? So it started right there. It's not the one they talk. When you see abomination spoke, abomination desolation, right? Well, let's move on. So that's the best way to do it that way. When you say abomination desolation, stand in a place where it should not be. See, for us, Israel is about they're the ones standing there, and they shouldn't be there. The Palestinians have the right to be there. They don't. They're the only ones there. That's what they're talking about. They must control Jerusalem. And so they stand where they should not be. That those who flee again, right? And more right. And pray, so you know, and pray will not be happening in winter. They say don't happen in winter. Why do they say winter? How can they don't say the Sabbath? See, because the Sabbath puts you between here and here. They said just happen in winter. So kind of lock you in here, or even here. We go on. Okay? Let's do a little analysis here. Okay. Now this. Okay, let me see if I can help on this. Okay, there you go. Now, this is Daniel, and Daniel, let's look at Daniel say about this. I heard one saint speaking to another, and said, another saint, and that a certain saint would speak how long with a vision concerning daily sacrifice. What daily sacrifice? Well, I'll explain in detail what the daily sacrifice was. We're going to sacrifice for 40 years. Restrain ourselves, submitting, sacrificing ourselves. I explained that in another presentation earlier. How long will the vision concerning that daily sacrifice and transgression of desolation? See, so there's a transgression going on there. Now, you can't say the Palestinians are the transgressors. That's their land. They didn't just come in and take it. Then who's taking their land? Who's taking their land? For Israel, again, I mean, they give all these different aspects. So there's a transgression. Right? And tell you, during the time of sacrifice, which, if you understand it, that's before 2020, to give the sanctuary, Jerusalem, and the host, the people that live there. Remember, you got a transgressor, and the transgressor is transgressed the place, and the people that live there. Now, how do you miss that one? The transgressor to give the sanctuary and the post to be tried. So knows that these transgressors are going to be taking their land and stomping on the people. And he said, so it'll be 2,300 days. Then the sanctuary will be clean. They finally clean the sanctuary out. Because the transgressors right there in the sanctuary, and they're going to be cleaned out. And it said it'll be 2,300 days before that happens. So how long does this transgression last? Right? Well, I'm going to watch for this, brothers sisters. Oops, I don't want to do that either. Oh, I should have took this out. Okay. I'm not going to do this. I could. Wait a minute. Oh, I went the wrong way. That's why. That's why, brothers and sisters. I tell you, brothers, I don't want to keep saying it, but I am whooped. Ooh. Mm-mm. Went the wrong way. That's why. Here it is. So May 14, 1948 is when the transgression began. False was set up. And said it'd be 76, it'd be 2,300 days. Well, if you divide that into months, that'd be 76.6 months. Well, we know from the angel, that translates to years. Years. So if you put that in years, 1948 to 2024 will be 76 years plus something. And if we go from March to begin the year, right, that'll put you somewhere between August and November. We got to exclude September if your prayers are answered. See what I'm saying? Because you said the 3rd, that's March, right? 6 months after that is April, May, June, July, August, September. It wouldn't be September. It has to be on both either side of September, either August or October, November. Can't be in the winter. It's going to be on one side of that. Right now, we're in August, and my calculations say it'd be August this month. But let's hold on. Let's move on with that one. We understand process. So this lets you know that this is the time it's supposed to be happening. It be cleansed. So we know based on that, it be cleansed either August or September, October, November. If your prayer is answered, that means they're going to be taken down, and Palestinians will be victorious either this month or October, November. It's got to be one of those two. But see, we have to consider all things I'm going to talk about in a minute. And what is that? We got the first phase. Now we know everybody's worried about phase 2. And phase 2 is what? That's Iran makes its move. Master from Muhammad back them up, but it makes them move. And that's what it says. When they make their move, the king of the north will just come through. And he can sound like a whirlwind and overcome them. And people are actually afraid that might happen, something like that. But they can't connect it to scripture. because that was supposed who they are. But they said, man, this could be devastating. America said, hey, y'all make a deal. Man, don't attack. Man, attack men. That could cause destruction in the world. It'd be bad for Europe and America because they've cut from fuel. I mean, they're saying that. You show you the videos, they're saying themselves, which is exactly what happened. I'm saying it's what happened this month. But the thing is, see, the point is that I'm going to talk about in a minute. How long does this war happen? When Michael's angels go to war with the dragon's angels, how long does that war last? That happens in August, right? See, because the question you have, when you see it, right, how long does it last? We'll do it in a minute. Because how long does it last? Because it's at the point of its defeat. That's when you have to flee. So this war will last a month, 2 months, a week. Because during this war, that's when Suleiman has to take over the NOI. See? So if it starts today or tomorrow, how long will it take this long? See? If it happens there tomorrow, then we know it will definitely take on take more than a month. Because you will be fleeing in September. We're doing analysis here. So we know you will be fleeing in August. Because you have other things that happen during this time, the war be going on. And while the war is going on, the demons be take call, right? Before we start blowing. So it's gonna be a month. But we know it's happening this year. And it can't happen in December. It can't happen so the war can start in September, but it has to be over. Unless you're saying the war's gonna last all the way until March. I don't think so. Because it can't. Remember, it has to. March is the end of the year. I think that's a stretch. I don't think that. Okay, let's move on, brothers and sisters. So, Leo, I didn't mean to talk about this today. Okay, here's it. I don't know if I need to go back to that one. No, I don't want to talk about the witnesses. I left that in there, brothers. I think I did the wrong thing here. But anyway, let's move on. Okay, here we go. Let me see if I can make this a little smaller here. Oh, no. And a little smaller. Okay, a little bit. Okay, do it this way. No. Okay. Let's see here. This we have to consider. Now, I'm not going to all the detail here, but it says there was sound. This is when Joshua comes to Aaron's camp. The tables of God's working, okay. And Moses turned went down the mountain and 2 tablets of testimony, okay. And now when Joshua heard the sound of as the people shouted, he said to Moses. Now Joshua with Moses, right? And they head to the NOI, who's under control of Aaron, Farrakhan. There's a sound in the camp, but he said it's the sound. It's not the sound. It's not the crowd's victory, nor is it the sound of defeat, right? But it's the sound of war. The sound of war. The war is going on, but victory or defeat. So when he comes in NOI and takes over, the war is going on. The war is going, and he has to be there. How long? A month, a week, or whatever. He has to spend some time here to do what he needs to do. So we know that the war, right, if it starts here this month, which I'm thinking it does, right? Okay, once it starts, then how long it's going to last? Because this has happened during the war. Because he says he heard the sound of war, the war's going on, but victory or defeat has not happened yet. You understand, brothers and sisters? We're going to do some analysis on this. I understand it. So we anticipate the war and Iran making its move. But these things have to happen during that time. So how long does the war take? How long does fighting take? It says Michael's angel went to war against the dragon. So there was a war went on. What was happening? They was fighting. So how long does that fight take before the dragon and the Mega was defeated? Now, according to 76 rule, right, it has to happen. Well, we go by the Gregorian calendar, it has to happen by December. We go by the scripture calendar by March. But we already not nixed that, right? See, in other words, saying that the war is going to last all the way to December. I don't think so, right? Because you have to. But okay, let's say another way. That's unlikely, right? Because if that's the case, your flight won't take place until after March, because it can't take place during the winter, between December and March. So you can't, because remember, that's during the winter. So your flight, we say it's going to be, why would you know? I don't think so. So that means that the war would have to take place, start and take place all the way through September, October, November, December, March. That was the last 5-6 months. And maybe so, because how long does it take Suleiman to do what he has to do with the NOI? 4 or 5 months. You see what I'm saying, brothers and sisters? But the point is, again, that's not quite right either, because if it goes on to the end, right, that means if the war ends in March, right? See, in other words, let me say it another way. It can't. The flight can't take place until after March, right? But if that's the case, right, that means Jerusalem is still here. It can't be. It has to be gone before that. It has to be gone before that. Because remember, it has to be cleansed after 76 years. That 76 years is technically in March. It has to be gone before. They can't be going after that. So that's why I said I kind of nixed that, because I'm saying, because your flight could not be, it ain't until it can't be, your flight can't be in the winter. And winter ends at almost end of March. Winter ends at like the 20th of March. See? So if that's the case, if that was the worst case, that's what happens. The fall season has to be going in a couple of days after your flight. But we know the false Israel is not going when you fly, because they're fighting. If false Israel in trouble, right? They're under siege, but they're not cleansed. They got to be cleansed. They got to be take it down, go on. So that's a really tight call there. So that puts you back into October, November phase. Right? So the thing is, the war starts, but we don't want in it August. It can't end August, right? Because those things have to happen. Those things not going to happen in a couple of days. And Shuma has to have time to go to NOI and warn the people. And the flight will not take place September. So that leaves you October, November. Because it can't be during the winter. The flight would have to be in October, November. Has to be. It can't be in August. It will start in August. That's what I'm calling. But your flight has to be in October, November, based on. Right? It's the only place it could be. Okay. And so when he comes in, the war is going on. So the war is going on. He may take over September, August maybe, but the war's going on. See, because there's no sign of victory or defeat. So during that time, right, is when they separate the demons. Because remember, if your flight is in October, your flight also is a resurrection. Your flight is also the resurrection. Because then he coming together, and that separates demons out. It's also you call the clouds. That's when it says this. That's when they see the Son of Man with the clouds in it. So that locks you into October, November. That's my call. I'm just going to, we're going to do the analysis. So if you see something different, tell me. Right? Based on the 76 rule, 76 years, right? That'll be gone. The worst case by spring. At the end of winter. Before the end of winter. But your flight can't be in winter. Okay. Let's see if we add some more to this. And those days at tribulation, the sun will be darkened after tribulation of those. But those days after that tribulation, that's tribulation of the Holocaust, right? The sun will be darkened, because there's two tribulations. There's some translations translate the tribulation of those days. The sun will be dark and the moon will not give its light and stars will be falling from heaven. Right? This is through my coming to the end of light and the full wind is blowing. Right? See, and the powers of heavens will be shaken. Right? That's at the same time. The American God can make August is broken. They're defeated. All during this time. And then there was this Son of Man coming in the clouds, my sister. The resurrection take place with great power and glory. So we got to put these things together to understand how this fits. Because all these things have to happen. So that puts you back over and over again. I mean, the war can take place, can be going in September. Right? But this can be the defeat will not take place in September. It can be October, it can be August, it can be September. The war can be going on then. Right? But defeat would have to take place in October, November. That's when you have to flee. Because when you flee, that's also the resurrection. Right? That means, right, you've already been under attack. See? So let's look at it again. If the war starts in August, right? For instance, it carries on to September. Right? Okay. The defeat comes in October, November. Right? Same time they'd attack you. False Israel goes down. You resurrected. Right? But you can't, the resurrection can't take place in September because you have to be under attack. And that can't happen until they're defeated. You understand? That making sense here? So therefore, the war could be going on in September. Right? But there's no sign of victory nor defeat. So that could be the time the Suleiman shows up. Right? The war's already started. Every time he shows up and warn the people. And then, right, now, October, November, they're being defeated. Now they're attacking in the resurrection. Right? False Israel under siege. And about to be wiped out. That's my analysis, brother and sister. So I swear I share with y'all. Good. Watch that. We don't do whole news here. And see, it says, one was given 2 wings of a great eagle, and to fly into wilderness in her place, we should nourish for time, face for serpent. Now, this is very complicated. I'm not going to go into detail here, brothers and sisters. But see, that this is one confusing thing, because face of serpent is actually Suleiman, the lamb. But But you said that sounds like a bad thing. From the face of a serpent, you think it's a serpent. See, that's why you understand the angel. It sounds like it sounds just like the thing says, well, the gates of hell will not prevail. It sounds like, wow. When you really look at it, that means the gates of hell failed. And the demons came from hell into the church. Because something doesn't prevail, it fails. But the way it sounds like it sounds just the opposite. See? And so she had two wings of the eagle. I think I showed something here on that. Two wings of the eagle. And then she was nourished. Now, during the nourishment, and those who pay attention into it all, that nourishment represents chapter 18, where total economic collapse. Total economic. So that's why that happens while Suleiman, right, is there with the NOI just for the attack. Because once they start attacking, that means they lost. And that's too complicated for me to explain right here, but I have explained in previous presentations. See right here? These are wings. This is the woman. This is the woman. This is the demons. They got two wings of the eagle. But this is the one that's nourished by the face of, right? See? And that means during this time, I'm not showing, the attack here. Maybe I should have, right? But this is when Suleiman's here, right? And just before they attack, right? See, but actually in a mode of attacking, right? But I'm not showing that here. And total economic collapse because they're losing, they've been defeated. When Dragon's was cast on earth, he's persecuted the woman who brought forth the man child, and the woman was given two wings of a great eagle. See, let's talk about this one, right? Because woman represents the whole black, even the demons, all they're corrupted. And the woman was given two wings of a great eagle, and finally was in a place she is nourished for time, half a time. That means it's talking about this the only one is nourished by the Suleiman, right? For a time, because he's also represents the mouth, right? For a time, during that time, right? And the servant can't, okay, and because you nourish, she's teaching them, getting ready for tribulation. And because watch this now, and the dragon was wroth with the woman and went to make war with the remnant of her seed. That's in Ohio. They keep the commands of God and the testimony of Jesus Christ and the angel. And they keep in what Elijah Muhammad, the strict law that Elijah Muhammad gave them. See, that's one. And they go to war with them. That's what I'm saying. The attack. That's when they attack. They would specifically attack that one. See, that was wrath with the woman. That's also some of the Sunnis also. And went to make war with the remnant of her seed. Right? That's remember, remnant, all the whole seed, not all of her, just this part of it. The remnant, they said with all the woman, her seed was part of the woman. This part of the woman. That testimony of Jesus, that's testimony of Suleiman. See, they don't say it. They said the woman, you say, well, that always just tells you which one. Well, when somebody false Christ stuff, we move on that, brothers and sisters. In those days, to be sure, we talked about that before, the fig trees and everything else. Because man from Muhammad has them, because their plans destroy us. And he moves just before they're able to do that. And then Suleiman comes and warns the nation of Islam. See, Master Muhammad pulls the trigger. And Suleiman says, incoming. Incoming. You get it? Okay. Master Muhammad pulls the trigger. Lets the missiles fly. And Suleiman tells Nathan, incoming. Flee, incoming. Trying to get you to understand stuff, brothers and sisters. This time out, right? It says, the stars had filled earth as a fig tree destroys unripe figs. The figs also represents, because false Israel represents the fig tree. Figs represents American Britain, right? and they're unright. See, because the war, the shaking, right? The war caused them to move before they was ready. So somebody said, "Hey man, niggas ain't coming," because their plans to destroy you. And you said, "Right here, I ain't mad at you, brothers and sisters. We're gonna save you. The those who want to be saved." Okay, where's another one here? Okay, this is what I was going back down. I think I missed some here. Okay, sound and picture of his feet. Okay. Okay, I missed the one that says, "Men's hearts be filled with fear. Those things come upon the earth." Because now consequences are unleashed. And what's happening over there is going to come in here. Because what's false Israel is digging their own grave right now. They're writing their own obituary because they don't understand consequence. So whatever they're doing right now, it's going to happen right back on them without delay. Okay? What's the delay? Delay is, right? Delay was we were submitting. We was retaliating. Right? Okay? But now we don't have to submit anymore. We don't know that. See? So I said, people sit in darkness is a great light. So when Suleiman comes and says, "Incoming," he will let you know what's going. So you're not going to hold back anymore. Wow! The whirlwind comes on their ass because when you come together, I was an army. You come army to fight, right? The winds are blowing. Right? I told you that's the representative of African armies is here. The demons. You see. So the consequence now it's not loose. See, the only thing holding back right now is your ignorance. That's the only thing holding that consequence back. That's what I said. They want to take you out before you recognize who you are. And you recognize who you are because they tell you false Israel is you. So you believe that, so you think you're nothing. But once false Israel is on the siege and about to go down, and you realize that's you, then bam, that's the end of the dam of consequence. But now you know who you are, that's where you come get a Sunday. Hell breaks loose. There's nothing to hold back the consequence anymore. And it says what? How you know? Because it's doing them has done, so no more consequence. I mean, if it's doing them has done to you, that means you weren't doing it. If they're telling you to do it, that means you was holding it back. So that's a do unto them now. You let loose. No. I understand, brothers and sisters. Because right now, the wrath is not fully upon them, right? Because you're still holding it back because you don't know, you don't understand, you don't realize that they're keeping you ignorant. So you're not retaliating. You're holding back the dam of their consequence. They know it. They know if you're awake, then bam, that's all. So they want to put you asleep while you're still ignorant. Okay, do I have to figure that out? Let me see. Okay, bro. So I think I talked about that enough, right? So I said I want to go into an analysis of it. So I hope hopefully those that studied all, mostly studied in Hawaii, right, in a few more days. But those that studied all, right, should have something to work with on that. Okay. And so another thing I want to talk about, what was this story? Oh, I point out about cancer, right? And briefly, now you understand how cancer works. Cancer is dangerous because you have a cell in your system now. It's an alien cell, has alien DNA, so it didn't come from you. If it did come from you, it's a cell that the DNA got corrupted somehow, like from radiation, something like that. Because radiation would change the DNA. Anyway, the DNA is not the same. It's been transformed or distorted or whatever. It's not the same as the DNA that you have. Because your body, the immune system is designed to take and detect anything that's alien, that DNA that's not yours. That's why when you do a heart transplant, something they got to put a lot of the stuff in there to keep to keep the transplant from being destroyed because your body said that's not you. That's why I try to get somebody close relative whose DNA is close enough so it won't be that much of an attack. You get identical twins, that'd be better. You understand? So that cell is smart. It takes and covers itself with a veneer, thin veneer of material of your DNA. So when those your immune system come to see those blood cells come to attack, right? It said, oh, that's okay. He's good because it sees surface. It's DNA. Don't mess with it. And that's an enemy because what it does, it goes in, it corrupts more and more cells. And you have more and more cells like that, and the cancer grows and eventually kills the body because they won't act, they won't do the function. They won't serve, they be in the heart, but they won't serve the heart function. They be in the liver, they won't serve the liver function. They're there, but they won't. So in other words, they eventually destroy the function of that organ. See? And and so you have demons, which is the cancer itself, but demons transform good cells into cancer cells. That's the turn, right? The turn, what do you call what was the name they used to call them? Anyway, sellouts. Because like Ishmael and those guys, they've been transformed. See? So now they're cancer cells. Not demons, they're cancer cells. Because cancer cells takes a normal cell, that's a good cell, and turn it into a cancer cell. So you got two types of cancer cells. You got the cancer cells, right? The original ones. And then you got the cancer cells that like sellouts. So they was good, and then now they're cancer cells. And so Farrakhan, he says, my name is Legion. We're men. He got a lot of demons, but he also got a lot of those other cancer, what do we call those? We call those alternate cancer cells, right? And so that's what's happening right now. But they get the same fate because when you kill cancer, you kill all of them. You don't say, no, those good cells that got trained. No, you don't try to convert them back. So I'm trying to get you to understand what's going on here, brothers and sisters. You see, the devils understand these mathematics because they study cancer, all that kind of stuff, right? But they say, why can I use this knowledge to defeat my enemies? Because they build this ethnic gas with certain gas that just kills certain ethnicities. So it just kills, like they say, pharmaceuticals to build the gas, it just kills Arabs. Because it picks up certain DNA. And that's what COVID did. See, COVID was designed to kill you. But see, they didn't realize they was testing on demons. That's how it backfired. So everything would backfire. They test on demons. Say it works now. Let's get rid of them. And they put it out there. It was killing devils. Because demons are devils. It was killing a lot of black folks, demon black folks. It wasn't killing the original people. And so they shut it down. Now it's just coming back with something now. But they test on demons. I was cracking up when I realized that, bro. They test on demons. And it was killing us. Yeah, okay. But they didn't realize the demons them. So it got saying DNA. So now it was wiping them out. But I said, you think that's backfire? Let me leave you one thing. I'm going to do enough on this. I talk about the plagues. But if you go back and look at this, they deleted one channel, right? It's like another channel. But I was talking about the plague, and I said, the plague of flies, that's false Israel. I said, well, over a year, 2 years ago? I'm going to go back and see it. It was 2 or 3 years ago I talked about that, so people might remember. And that's what happened. Everybody's turning against false Israel now. I said, like a piece of fly, people once in a while, I want to kill them. See, future news, brothers and sisters. I'm going to leave it there. I put the wrong thing about this because all this thoughts was taken out. So I'm not going to speak to all of this today, brothers and sisters. People walk and see the great light. That's about to happen, brothers and sisters. Okay, I'm going to leave it. Okay, let me. I'm gonna go and test and see if how well I did. Just hold up because this new system seems to be dragging, but I don't know. Might through it. Might have got through it today. I don't know. Okay, boss. This is Kitchen News. Mention Covenant out. Kitchen News. Come on out. Kitchen News. Assalamu alaikum.